Next question on rectification of errors. We have 4 points in this question. So let's take one by one. Rectify following errors in books of Jigna. First point, goods sold, goods of rupees 3000 returned to Azad, a supplier, wrongly treated as goods sold to him. Okay, now goods were returned to Azad and Azad is a supplier to us. Means we should have purchased goods sometime from him. So now the purchased goods are being returned to Azad. Means it is purchase return, and for purchase return wrongly treated as goods sold to him. That is, instead of purchase return we have considered it as goods sold to him. So our method we will follow. In any case we will do right entry, then the wrong entry, then the reverse of the wrong entry, and at last the rectified entry. So what will be the right entry for purchase return? See, for purchase account debit. So in case of purchase return, we are returning the goods to Azad, the supplier. So the entry will be Azad account debit, Azad account debit to purchase return, and the amount will be 3000. Now what entry did we do? Wrongly treated as goods sold to him. So what entry we must have done for sales? The entry for sales must have been Azad account debit to sales account. We have booked it as sales. So Azad account debit to sales account is the wrong entry. So the reverse entry will be just whatever is in credit debit करो, debit में जो है उसको credit करो. So the reverse entry will be sales account debit to Azad account. Okay, and now we'll cancel the entries reversed and right में से. तो क्या cancel कर पा रहे हैं? Azad. See, Azad here to your debit and Azad here to your credit. Cancel them, and the entry left will be sales account debit to purchase return. Sales यहाँ से debit लिया, sales account debit, debit का ये ले लिया, and credit here purchase return. So to purchase return and amount is 3000. So my rectified entry here is sales account debit to purchase return. This is the solution of entry. Goods of rupees 3000 returned to Azad, the supplier, wrongly treated as goods sold to him. Okay. Now taking up the next point of this question. Second point. Check of rupees 2100 received from Lalji in full settlement of his account of rupees 2200. Means 100 is discount. I received a check. Means I have given discount of 100 rupees, right? And were wrongly recorded in the cash book. But I have received a check. So bank account should have been debited. मैंने कैश बुक में रिकॉर्ड कर दिया, कैश बुक को डेबिट कर दिया. चेक अमाउंट वॉज एंटर्ड इन कैश कॉलम. ओके, चेक का जो अमाउंट था उसको कैश कॉलम में डाल दिया. एंड डिस्काउंट अमाउंट, डिस्काउंट कितना था? 2200 माइनस 2100, दैट इज 100 in bank column on receipt side of the cash book. So let's enter what entry should have been. First right entry, then your wrong entry, then your reverse entry, and at last rectified entry. Okay, so what should have been the right entry for receiving a check and allowing a discount? When I receive a check, the debit will be bank account. So the entry should have been bank account debit. Now बैंक या कैश के साथ ही डिस्काउंट आएगा. डिस्काउंट अकाउंट डेबिट to Lalji because Lalji is giving us check. So to Lalji. Okay, and total amount was 2,200. So credit Lalji by 2,200. What check amount I received? 2,100. So 2,100 here and 100 in debit will be your discount. This is your right entry. Now what did I do? Instead of bank, I said that I have received cash. See, it is written here, wrongly recorded in cash book. So what I did? I wrote cash account debit. How much? 2,100. Check amount was entered in cash column. So bank की जगह cash use किया 2,100 and discount amount in bank column on receipt side of cash book. Discount की जगह क्या use किया? Bank account use किया. So instead of discount, what wrong I did? Bank account debit. Bank account debit of 100 to Lalji. How much? 2,200. This is my wrong entry. So third will be my reverse entry. Reverse entry just opposite of wrong. Lalji is credit. So debit karo. Lalji account debit. $2,200. Okay. To cash. Cash debit में credit करो. To cash 2,100 and to bank. How much? 100. Now for your rectified entry, compare the right entry and the reverse entry. अब wrong entry का कोई मतलब नहीं है. Okay. So whatever you can cancel the opposite amounts with equal amount, opposite ledger with equal amount. So see, bank 2,100 debit में है और only 100 credit में है. So सिर्फ 100 credit का cancel हुआ. Out of this 2,100 remove ये credit का 100. So bank account debit 2,000. So bank account debit 2,000. Done for this bank and this bank credit में. Now in credit, now see that in credit to cash. So in debit I don't have anything. So to cash will come as it is 2,100 in your credit. So to cash 2,100 coming as it is in your credit. Now Lalji account here debit 2,200 and 2,200 in credit. So cancel Lalji's account because 2,200 in debit and 2,200 in credit. So just cancel these two accounts and now what is remaining? Discount account in debit 100. So discount account debit. How much? 100. So our rectified entry is bank account debit 2,000, discount account debit 100, to cash 2,100. Okay. Now moving on to the next point of this question. Point number 3rd. Rectify following errors in books of Jigna. Cash rupees 1,000 bought into business from personal sources. Means it is nothing but introduction of capital because brought from personal sources, introduced 1,000 rupees. So entry should have been cash account debit to capital account. was recorded as cash withdrawn from business for personal use. Instead it was treated as drawing. Personal use के लिए cash ले लिया, घर के use के लिए, so that is drawing and entry कर दी drawing to cash. So our proper format: right, wrong, reverse and rectified entry. Let's start. Cash rupees 1000 brought into business from personal sources means cash account debit, cash coming in to capital. Amount brought into business from personal sources for business use is capital introduced. So cash account debit to capital. Was recorded as cash withdrawn, was recorded as drawing. So entry कर दी drawing account debit to cash, cash withdrawn कर दिया, okay, for personal use. So it is drawing account debit to cash account. So now reverse the entry, cash account debit to drawing. Okay, and for rectified entry, compare the right and the reverse entry. The right and the reverse entry को compare करो and see cash account debit and here to drawing, capital account credit and here cash account debit. So we can't cancel anything. Twice we have cash account debit. So entry was for with 1000 rupees, right? 1000 and 1000. So cash account is being debited twice. So put here cash account debit 1000 plus 1000, 2000 to capital 1000 to drawing 1000. Okay, so my rectified entry is cash account debit 2000 to capital 1000 to drawing 1000. Now moving on to the last entry of this question, entry number 4. Credit sales of 4000 from Sita was wrongly entered in sales book. Okay, now वापस पढ़ो इस क्वेश्चन को. Credit sales of rupees 4000 from Sita. It is not to Sita. Pay attention. आपने sales की नहीं है. Credit sales of 4000 from Sita. So you are purchasing goods from Sita. In your books it is purchase for you. So your right entry is in more of accounts के साथ it is a English का problem also. So right entry, wrong entry, reverse entry and your rectified entry. Okay, so your purchase account debit because you have purchased goods worth rupees 4000 from Sita. Purchase account debit to Sita. Goods worth rupees 4000. Okay, was wrongly entered in sales book. उसको sales मान लिया और entry क्या किया? सीता account debit. Sales की क्या entry होगी? Credit sales. सीता account debit and you will always credit the sales. So सीता account debit to sales account. Okay. Now do the reverse entry. Sales account debit and सीता को credit में लो to सीता. So your rectified entry will be, now again compare the right entry with the reverse entry and cancel whatever you can. The amounts of Opposite sides and equal amount should be cancelled. Sita account here is in credit but not in debit. Purchase account here in debit but not in credit. So nothing can be cancelled. So ultimately purchase account debit. $4,000. Okay, purchase account debit 4,000. What else in debit? Sales account debit 4,000. So sales account debit 4,000. And Sita twice in credit. So to Sita. 4,000 plus 4,000. Total 8,000. So your rectified entry is purchase account debit 4,000. Sales account debit 4,000 to Sita. Let's do some more questions on rectification of errors presented by a4accounts.com.